I recently purchased this clutch camera hand strap from Peak Design, and at first I wasn't too happy with it. Before I get into that, Peak Design makes quality products, and the prices reflect that quality. I saw this item on sale at a deep discount, so I snapped it up because I needed a hand strap for my camera. It looked like a simple, well-made product that was compatible with my DSLR, and ultimately that proved to be true. Inside we have the strap itself, a little thinner than I expected, a nice bag for when you're not using the strap, an instruction card that somehow manages to come up short, more on that in a minute. Then inside the pouch we have a few items. A hex key attached to a card that shows you how to use the key. A QR code. Peak Design offers a lifetime warranty, and that code is how you register your product. There's a very nice archetype base plate. I'm happy to see this because it's compatible with most of my tripod heads. Up next, a little triangular snap ring that'll soon become my nemesis. Then the Peak Design anchor, you get two of them. This one's a spare. These are great connectors, and it's great they include it too. So I got this put together on my camera and was frustrated to the point that I was going to give it a thumbs down, which I did. And then I gave it some thought. Keep watching to see how this played out. I'm holding this upside down to make it easier to see this metal buckle and the small spring-loaded clip. This is how you attach the strap to the top of the camera. This is the Arca quick release plate with the anchor already attached. Peak Design gear is precisely made, and this part is no exception. I attached the anchor to the plate first because it was easier. Once you attach the plate, you don't have a lot of room to work with. If you have small hands and plenty of dexterity, maybe you'll have no issues. And here we have this evil little triangle of sadness. If you have a camera with a connector that stands off the surface of the body, this triangle might be your new best friend. That is not my camera. This is my camera, the Nikon D5600. Notice the recessed connector for the strap. No matter how I tried, I could not get that triangular demon around that connection pin. It just wouldn't go, and eventually started to bend out of shape from the effort, which is bad news if I want to return this item, which at one point I was ready to do. Then I thought, wait, there's a round ring on the end of the hex key. I'll use that instead. Nope, too small for the strap. And sadly the strap was too wide to squeeze through the gap in the camera body as well. I dug through the junk drawer in the kitchen where we keep everything from stamps to box cutters to keys to locks we've forgotten or lost. And with those keys, we have key rings. Like this little number. Ain't that a beauty? Not too big, not too small, and round. Perfectly round. Problem solved, and there it is, ready for the next step. Finally. Let's take a look at the instruction card, because as my dad always said, if all else fails, read the instructions. And what do you know? Look at that image in the right corner, the one with the white arrow curling through. A ring, not a triangle, a circle. Huh, go figure. But the only circular ring in the box was the one attached to the key, and that's too small to accommodate the strap. Also, take a look at the two images to the left. First, attach the base plate, then attach the anchor to the plate. Follow that if you like, but reversing that order is easier. Alright, enough about the instructions. Everything else on here makes sense. It's just the whole connecting the strap to the camera part that needs a little work. Onward we go. The base plate and the anchor are attached to each other, and those are attached to the camera. The ring from my kitchen is attached to the strap connector on the camera. Now for the final step, attaching the strap. The bottom of the strap has a receiver for the round part of the anchor. It slips in and makes a little snap, and you've got a secure connection. One more time in case you missed it. Slip the anchor into the receiver, slide it forward until it snaps. Done. On to the top. You can refer to the instructions at this point if you like, because now they match what we have here. You pull the spring-loaded retaining pin down. Again, small fingers or good dexterity are helpful here. In my case, it's all about perseverance. And maybe taking a short break before you lose it. Okay, one more time. Pull the pin down, slide the looped end of the loop off of the buckle, slip it through the ring, look how easy that is, then slide the looped end back onto the buckle, making sure the retaining pin closes behind it. Then adjust as needed. Pull the strap down to tighten, just like the instructions say, and lift the buckle to loosen. At this point, I feel like I've made a real investment in this product. I'd be generous to give it 4 stars. In part because of the instructions in the Triangle of Despair, and also because it feels well made, but not well padded. It's thin, a little too small. I'm keeping it, but if I paid full price, it might have gone back already. That's the clutch camera hand strap from Peak Design. A bit of a miss from an otherwise excellent company.